Strip of mustard.
Where are we going? Port Angeles to save a turkey and eat a crab.
Now run for the smaller one.
And then we have the itsy bitsy. Oh! There's Tessa. That's adorable. We are finally here. How excited are you?
I'm putting on my bib.
Oh, here we are. All right. Today is October 12th. It's Saturday, and it is a big weekend coming up. I'm going to Vancouver with my mom and my grandpa, and we're doing Thanksgiving with the family. I haven't had a Thanksgiving with my family in probably like 4 years, because then there was the year my dad died, this year my nana died. For the past few years, I've literally bandwagoned myself onto someone else's family and joined their Thanksgiving dinner because I didn't have one. Like, it's been a rough little while for us. But this year, I decided to message my family in Vancouver and be like, hey guys, we are coming over from the island and we're doing a big dinner together. It's happening because I'm finally not dieting, so we're gonna do it because I love Thanksgiving. Tonight, apparently there's a big pasta dinner, and then tomorrow is Thanksgiving dinner, and then the day after that, my mom wanted to get the buffet on the ferry, and I'm just like, oh my God, there's like 4 consecutive days of just, you know, eating out, eating a surplus of food, not sticking to the macros, and I'm like trying to calm down about it, because when you think about it, if you think about like a normal person, like say we're talking about Tessa before I ever competed, I wouldn't even like think about it. I wouldn't even think like, oh yeah, that's 4 consecutive days of eating out and all this food. I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna have a dope weekend with my family and it's gonna be fun, and I'm not even gonna think about the treadmill and blah blah blah. But with where I am now, you know, in the fitness industry, and having prepped for 10 months and got my pro card and competed, and now I'm like, oh my God, this is a lot. There's a lot of food, and there's a lot of, like, it's hard. It's really hard, like, going out, doing the family things, because nobody forces food in your face more than family, more than an Italian family for that matter. So yeah, but I am feeling really good today. I did fasted cardio this morning. I did the brutal glute workout today because I know there's going to be extra food this weekend, so I wanted to get a really good glute session in before going. And just, yeah, oh my. I just figured I'd come on here and you know, like, just vocalize my current fear, because it is very real. And I know I want to be the girl who's like, yeah, I can eat all these things and do all these things and live this life, but at the same time, like, I do have a lot of fear about it, because I was just in the best shape of my life. Not internally, externally, I was, you know, that's the most shredded I've ever been. That's the best I've ever looked. And now it's like, okay, I need to take a step back from that and be able to be the best person I am on the inside now and the outside. Because when you are happy on the inside, you totally glow differently. You're a different person on the outside. I'm not going into this with a mentality of like, I'm not gonna eat blah, blah, blah because I don't want blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm gonna have pasta. We're Italian, I have to. Have to because I want to, not because I'm obligated to. I'm 20 years old and I really shouldn't be stressing this much about Thanksgiving. It sounds weird when I say it like that. Anywho, I am going to get in the shower and then we are getting a ferry. But I just figured we'd have this little raw moment because I needed to get it off my chest that yes, I'm going into this with a little bit of fear, but I'm also going into this with courage and bravery and trust in myself. So.
carbon up.
Before a big pasta dinner.
No, I don't want to be in your vlog.
What do you mean? You're always in my vlogs.
I haven't had a shower yet.
That's fine.
I'm not ready.
There's worse content on the internet. So right now, my mom and I are eating cheese in Costco. We're doing Costco samples together.
So good. Oh my
Can I
god.
have half that? It must be captured.
We're putting the thyme in the veg.
The thyme and the veg.
Sweet corn. You want a cider? Okay, I'm having a cider now. And the time is 3:15. Now the problem is when it's 3:15 a.m.
I'll send you
and
the
I'm
bag.
still having a cider.
I'll send you the bag.
You just vlogged that?
I just vlogged that.
You have the same look when you wake
A
up.
coyote. Am I a coyote?
No. It is something to do.
Celebrating the season.
Yeah, we're celebrating it.
A turkey?
Yeah!
What a drag.
So we are on our way home and we decided to get the ferry buffet. And it's actually really nice because they have lots of options, like you can get just protein and like salmon and all that. So what I'm doing is I know I'm gonna have my piece of chocolate cake, so I'm prioritizing the protein and then I'm gonna go for the chocolate cake and also a little bit of ravioli because I like to try everything. How is it, Mom?
Wonderful.
Wonderful, yay! Today is Saturday, October 19th. Went to Crab Fest last Friday with my mom. It was something that like you go to have the experience, but I don't know if I would do it again. The next day we went to Vancouver and we had a pasta dinner, and I hadn't had pasta in probably over a year. I was able to actually like pay attention to how my body felt, pay attention to how full I actually was, and I was able to say, you know what, I'm full, I don't want anything else. And I actually passed on dessert. I passed on dessert because I was so full. I was like, you know what, I can't do it. The next day was Thanksgiving. I had, oh my god, it was everything that I wanted. Like all I was thinking about my final day before my last competition was Thanksgiving and how excited I was for turkey and stuffing and pumpkin pie, and I can't say enough good things about this Thanksgiving. It was amazing. I was also noticing I was very, very, very body positive this entire time. I remember looking in the mirror and just appreciating everything and, you know, not picking out flaws, and I was being very intuitive with my eating as well. So I wasn't following macros. I didn't bring my scale with me, and I feel like those two factors really tie into why I was feeling so body positive, because I wasn't constantly in the diet mentality and nitpicking myself. So that's something that I definitely noted from this experience. I'm really glad that I went into it and I was able to relax and enjoy myself and not be, you know, on my own case about calories and macros and food and just drive myself nuts, because I feel like if I did that, I would have had a different physical response with my body. So what happened was, after eating all these things, I look the exact same, basically. Like, nothing really changed except for the number on the scale. The number on the scale did go up. I weighed myself yesterday and it did throw me off. It threw me off quite a bit. I am so much more than whatever this number says. I feel like there was a lot of emphasis on me staying a certain weight for off season and the reverse, and I have exceeded that weight. And instead of me getting upset about it and then going back into diet mentality and, you know, doing lots of cardio and cutting food to try and get myself back down to that weight, I feel like a lot of that is water retention, because I just ate that much for like half of a week. And honestly, I feel like I've put some muscle on, because I've been looking at myself in the gym and I'm like, okay, looking a little thick. And I mean that in like the best possible way. Like thick as in like, you know what I mean. It's taken me a few days to film this last part. It's been raining for like 5 days here, and I feel like I really get affected by seasonal depression. So I've just felt like I'm kind of in a rut these last few days. As we get closer to the month of November, I struggle a lot with the month of November. Just missing my dad, because his birthday's in November, and we would always go out together, and it was honestly the best. And now it's, you know, so I'm just kind of struggling with that. And this is a very good thing, but I am experiencing cramps for the first time in like a very long time. Nothing's happened yet. I haven't gotten my menstrual cycle back yet. For those who don't know, like, I lost it a long time ago. I actually lost it at a healthy weight. I think I was like 121 pounds, which is over my set point, over where my body is comfortable. I lost my period because I was overtraining. I was really stressed out. Yes, this is after my dad died, so I had that going on as well, and I just believe my cortisol was just through the roof, and I wasn't taking care of myself, and then boom, lost my period. And then, you know, dieting and being on prep, going all the way down to 101 pounds. Obviously my body's not going to have enough energy to produce a menstrual cycle, so I haven't had it in a very long time. And now that I'm, you know, I'm eating more and I'm doing more, I started experiencing cramps yesterday, and I also noticed that I feel like shit. So that's great, because that probably means that something's gonna happen. Fingers crossed. I will probably cry when I get my period back, because I want to be normal again. It would just feel nice to know that, like, you know, I'm functioning and Mother Nature's doing its thing and all that. But yeah, the cramps definitely are, they're putting me in this really weird funk where I don't want to do anything, but I want to do stuff, and I don't want to eat anything, but I'm really hungry, and I'm just like, wow, is this what it's like to be a normal woman? But anyways, I'll talk more about that in the next video, about like the whole, you know, menstrual cycle loss and all that, and why it happens, how it happens, and what I'm gonna do to try and get it back, if I get it back. Yeah, just fingers crossed, because like that would be nice. But anyways, to wrap this video up, I'm really proud of myself for how I was able to handle, you know, 4 days of consecutive eating, and just like the confidence I have now, knowing that it is okay and it's life, and I just feel more normal, you know, getting into a normal life. So I'm proud of myself. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.